If you suddenly see these animals showing up in your home, do not panic, because it might be a sign that you are about to enter an incredibly wealthy phase of your life. Some animals, when they unexpectedly appear inside your house, are not there to cause trouble. On the contrary, they are signals that the energy field around your living space is beginning to vibrate at a higher frequency. The frequency of prosperity, good fortune, and abundance. These creatures are not mindless. They are drawn to the powerful energy shifting around you, the energy of financial luck. Ironically, though, most people unintentionally drive these special guests away, or even try to get rid of them altogether, not realizing that they might be pushing away the very luck that was about to knock on their door. All of this happens simply because they do not understand. And in this video, you are going to learn something that most people have never heard of, which animals are signs that wealth is coming your way, what their true spiritual and feng shui meanings are, and most importantly, what you need to do to keep that good fortune flowing instead of accidentally cutting it off. This is not blind superstition. This is ancient wisdom that our ancestors have protected and passed down for thousands of years. If you truly want to understand how the universe operates around you and how to respond the right way. When you come across these rare signs, then stay with this video until the very end, because sometimes just one small misunderstanding can cost you the life-changing opportunity you have been waiting for. Do not let your good luck slip away without you even realizing it. And if you want to be someone who catches the wave of fortune before it hits, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. That is the first step to unlocking the wealth that you are absolutely meant to receive. And now let us get into the most important part, decoding each specific animal, so you can understand what it means when one shows up at your home and what you should do to fully receive the fortune it brings. Number 1. When a dog comes to your house. According to traditional feng shui, dogs are not only familiar pets, but also powerful symbols of loyalty, protection, and good luck. Especially when a strange dog, not one that belongs to your family, suddenly shows up and lies down at your gate or lingers near your front door. It is not just acting randomly. It is a sign. Dogs have a very sharp sense for energy fields, that invisible yet powerful force that influences human destiny. They do not choose where to rest by chance. A strange dog showing up at your home might be drawn in by a strong energy flow because your house is radiating a stable, warm, and especially positive magnetic field. In other words, when a dog you do not know appears, it means the energy of your household is rising and heading toward prosperity. Depending on the dog's color, the message may be even more specific. If it is a black dog, often referred to as a guardian spirit dog, it brings protective energy. It helps stabilize the spiritual environment and drive away negative forces. The presence of a black dog is an excellent sign of long-term peace and safety. On the other hand, if it is a golden or light-colored dog, that is a symbol of prosperity. Golden fur represents positive energy, brightness, and financial fortune. A golden dog coming to your house is a sign that money, career opportunities, or helpful people are about to show up in your life. So do not chase the dog away, yell at it, or show any signs of discomfort. Instead, pay attention to it, where it chooses to lie down, what direction it is looking in, whether it barks a lot or stays quiet. These details can help you interpret how strong or stable the incoming fortune is. If possible, prepare a bowl of clean water and place it near your gate. Keep the area in front of your house tidy and open. This helps the flow of good energy stay longer and move freely. Number 2. When a bat flies into your house. In feng shui, bats are extremely sensitive to the magnetic field of a living space. Any place with stable, harmonious energy and positive life force will naturally attract bats. They avoid chaotic places with unstable energy or heavy tension. So if you see a bat suddenly fly into your home, especially around dusk or evening, take it as a very auspicious sign. It means the energy field in your home is thriving and entering a cycle of long-lasting abundance. Even more special if the bat does not just fly in and leave, but chooses to stay and nest in some part of your home. That is an incredibly lucky omen. According to both folklore and traditional feng shui, a bat building a nest in your house is like receiving an energy certificate, a sign of family stability, accumulating wealth, and good relationships. In fact, many wealthy families in the past never chased bats away. Instead, they tried to preserve the bat's nest as a natural feng shui charm that came to them without effort. However, when a bat appears, it is important not to panic or try to drive it away using noise, smoke, or bright lights. Bats are highly sensitive to energy changes. If they sense rejection, they will leave and take with them the good fortune they were bringing. The best thing you can do is keep the space quiet. If the bat is flying around in circles, dim the lights so it can navigate more easily and leave on its own if it chooses. But if the bat lands somewhere or starts building a nest, do not touch it. Just let everything unfold naturally. Number 3. When a butterfly flies into your house. When a butterfly unexpectedly enters your home, you might just see it as a beautiful moment in nature. But from the perspective of applied feng shui, this is actually a subtle message from the universe. It shows that energy is moving freely and that luck is flowing through your living space. Butterflies belong to the positive energy spectrum. They are highly sensitive to light vibrations and fine energy currents. A home with a good energy field and lots of positive vibes will naturally attract butterflies. The color of the butterfly also carries specific meanings. If you see a white butterfly gently landing on your window or fluttering slowly around the room, that is often a spiritual sign. It might be a visit from a departed loved one or a gentle message from the unseen world. This is not something to fear. It is a sacred form of connection, offering protection and support. But if the butterfly is brightly colored, yellow, orange, blue, purple, or multicolored, you can be even more optimistic. These are signs that joy is approaching, a helpful person is coming into your life, or your love life, and career are about to take a turn for the better. There is an old saying, butterflies do not fly into dark places, and that reflects a fundamental feng shui principle. Butterflies only appear where the energy is light, the air is bright, and the vibration is soft and balanced. So if you are going through a difficult time and a butterfly still enters your home, take it as a hopeful reminder that things are about to change and light is returning. One important thing to remember, never catch chase, or worse, kill a butterfly. Even if done accidentally, it can interrupt the positive energy flow that is coming your way. Butterflies symbolize gentleness, transformation, and purification. If you can respond to their presence with calm mindfulness and respect, you are allowing the good energy to stay longer, both in your living space and in your own energy field. Number 4. When a rabbit shows up at your house. When people think of rabbits, they usually imagine something soft, gentle, and innocent. But few realize that in applied feng shui, the rabbit is also a clear symbol of fertility family harmony, and rising fortune. It is no coincidence that many cultures view rabbits as sacred animals, not just because of their gentle appearance, but because of the peaceful energy they carry. Rabbits are not attracted to chaotic, noisy, or unstable environments. They only approach places where they feel safe, warm, and energetically balanced. So if a rabbit suddenly appears in your yard, your driveway, or even lingers outside your front door, it is a strong signal that your living space is radiating a very positive energy, one of peace, harmony, and life-giving force. In feng shui, the rabbit is also associated with the element of water, symbolizing gentleness, adaptability, and kindness. When a rabbit visits, it means your home is building up a flow of favorable energy, the kind that supports blessings, new beginnings, and even emotional or family happiness. For those seeking stability in relationships or preparing to grow a business with family support, this is a highly auspicious sign. Because rabbits carry gentle and harmless energy, you should never be afraid, chase them away, or react negatively. The best thing to do is to stay calm and let the rabbit leave naturally when the time is right. Any forced action or sudden interference could disrupt the peaceful energy flow it brings with it. Number 5. When birds build a nest. Our ancestors used to say, "Good land attracts birds," and that is not just a poetic saying. It is a deeply accurate feng shui observation. Birds are extremely sensitive to energy and the balance of yin and yang. They only choose to build nests in places with a stable magnetic field, minimal negative energy, abundant life force, and above all, harmonious and peaceful family vibes. So if you find birds building a nest under your eaves, on your balcony, in a tree in your yard, or even in a high corner of a wall, that is a clear sign that good fortune is gathering, and your home is attracting very strong, positive energy. Homes chosen by birds to settle and typically enjoy long-lasting prosperity. The owners are often supported by benefactors, the family stays peaceful, and work goes smoothly. Even more meaningful, if the birds return year after year to the same spot, it is a powerful sign that your household is under nature's protection, and the energy in your home is circulating in a way that supports growth and abundance. However, you do need to stay aware and observe carefully. If a bird simply stops by once, that is just part of nature. But if birds keep flying into your home, repeatedly fly straight into your rooms, especially at night, or if the bird is entirely white, then you need to pay attention. In Eastern spiritual beliefs, a white bird is often associated with the spiritual realm. It could be a message from an ancestor or a sign that something is out of balance in your home's energy field. It is not necessarily a bad omen, but it does mean you should stay calm, speak gently, keep the house clean, and perhaps perform a few cleansing rituals to restore energetic balance. Most importantly, if birds build a nest, do not destroy it, disturb it, or scare the birds away. Doing so is like cutting off the blessing that nature is trying to deliver to you. If the nest is in an inconvenient spot, wait until the baby birds have left, then consider relocating the nest. Ideally, you should consult someone with knowledge in feng shui or spiritual practices to guide you on how to move it gently without disrupting the energy that is gathering. Number 6. When a turtle crawls into your house. In feng shui, the turtle, also known as guai, is one of the 4 sacred beasts: dragon, qilin, turtle, and phoenix. The turtle symbolizes longevity, endurance, stability, and powerful protection from the earth's energy. Unlike many animals that are quick and reactive, the turtle moves with a slow, deep frequency. That is why when a turtle unexpectedly crawls into your home, it is not a random event. it is a deeply spiritual sign. A turtle's appearance is often linked to major life transitions, especially when a household is about to enter a new phase, one that is more grounded, more stable, and built on lasting foundations of prosperity. In feng shui, the turtle is seen as a guardian that stabilizes the space, clears away negative energy, and nurtures a peaceful, nourishing energy field. This helps families avoid chaos and brings life into a calm, steady rhythm. If a turtle finds its way into your home, whether it comes from a pond, a grassy area, or appears mysteriously, that is a signal that you are entering a time where stillness is needed for deeper growth. This is not the time for impulsive moves. It is a shift from intense outward energy to a balanced, grounded state. It is also a reminder for the people in the household to focus on health core values and family, because the turtle carries the quiet strength that transforms from within. There is one important thing to remember. When a turtle appears, you should not keep it. Even if you like turtles, or believe that keeping it will bring luck in feng shui, turtles come as messengers, not as permanent guests. If you try to keep it, you may be blocking the very message of transformation it is meant to deliver. The best thing you can do is let the turtle leave freely. If it does not go on its own, gently place it in a quiet garden space near grass or in a peaceful direction, so it can choose the right time to move on. Number 7. When a golden toad shows up at your house. In applied feng shui, toads are not just creatures that live in damp places. Toads, especially golden toads, have long been considered sacred symbols of wealth, attraction, fortune gathering, and financial protection. The image of the three-legged money toad, known as Chan Chu, holding a coin in its mouth, is common in modern feng shui design. But what many people do not know is this: if a real toad, especially a golden one, shows up at your front door, that lucky sign is far more powerful than placing a toad statue inside your home. Toads are highly sensitive to the balance of yin and yang, and they only appear where the energy is stable, the ground is supportive, and the life force is strong. When a golden toad comes to your house, it is a sign that your home is drawing in prosperous energy. Money is on its way. Financial opportunities are forming. More importantly, you are being guided by a kind of heavenly wealth that is quietly working in your favor. If the toad has unusual features, like golden patches, red spots, or distinct markings, that makes the sign even more special. It often indicates a major wave of financial energy. For business people, investors, or anyone preparing for a big financial move, encountering a golden toad at just the right moment is like receiving a cosmic blessing. But like all sacred creatures, toads are not meant to be kept. They come to deliver a message, then leave when their purpose is complete. Number 8. When honeybees build a hive. In nature, honeybees are hardworking, highly organized, and extremely sensitive to climate, terrain, and surrounding energy. That is why in both folklore and applied feng shui, when honeybees choose a place to build their hive, it is never a coincidence. Bees will not settle where energy is chaotic, aggressive, or heavy. They only choose locations where positive energy is rising, the environment is stable, and growth is possible. So if one day you discover a honeybee hive quietly forming under your roof, in an old attic, or near a windowside tree, do not panic. Instead, take a moment to observe. This could be one of the most powerful feng shui signs the universe is offering your home. A beehive represents growth, long-term development, and strong unity. It symbolizes a community that builds, shares, works, and creates abundance from within. For those running businesses, investing, or preparing to expand their work, the presence of bees building a hive around the home is a powerful sign that financial energy is accumulating. Wealth is getting closer. Your path is aligning with success. A home with a calm, long-lasting beehive is often a home with strong family connections, future prosperity, and solid financial foundations. However, because hives can appear threatening to some, many people misunderstand and try to get rid of them immediately. But destroying a hive recklessly, using fire or chemicals, not only harms the bees, but also breaks the positive energy they bring. This is something you must absolutely avoid. If the hive is in a place that poses a risk to daily living, call an expert or a feng shui consultant to help you move it properly with the right rituals, without disturbing the energy the bees have chosen to bless your home with. Number 9. When a gecko calls inside your house. The gecko is a reptile associated with positive energy. It does not just show up anywhere. It tends to settle in places where the energy is stable, cool, and undisturbed. Especially when a gecko unexpectedly starts calling out at night and repeats the sound multiple times throughout the evening, it is seen as a spiritual signal that wealth may be approaching. There is an old folk saying, "When the gecko calls, money flows like water." That is where it comes from. The gecko's call is also considered a kind of message. The number of times it calls, 5, 7, or 9, has even been interpreted by the ancients through feng shui patterns and elemental cycles. But what truly matters is this: if you hear a gecko's voice and feel calm, comforted, and not creeped out, then that is a good sign. It means the energy in your home is strong and flowing, and you might soon receive uplifting news about money, career opportunities, or the arrival of someone who will offer timely support. To keep that positive energy flowing and deeply integrated into your space, you should absolutely avoid chasing the gecko away, scaring it off, or trying to silence it. While some people find the sound annoying or unsettling, the truth is, once you understand what it represents, it becomes a song of fortune, a sound of transformation. Instead, prepare a small bowl of clean water and place it somewhere high, quiet, and dry, as a gesture of acknowledgement and welcome to this little creature that carries a fortunate message. It is also a good time to keep your living space clean and organized, avoid arguments or negative energy, and help the good energy settle in and last longer. The universe always works through subtle, intricate signals, and the creatures that seem to wander into your home, from a toad or a butterfly to a quiet beehive under your roof, may actually be bringing deep hidden messages about wealth, energy shifts, and good fortune that is making its way toward you. The key is whether you are aware enough to recognize these signs and wise enough to embrace them. In traditional feng shui and spiritual beliefs, nothing is truly random. Every occurrence reflects a part of your destiny in motion. And when you start to appreciate even the smallest of these signs, you will begin to live more harmoniously with nature, opening the way for lasting fortune, health, supportive people, and smooth progress to flow into your life effortlessly. If you feel that today's message brought you some value, do not forget to leave a positive affirmation in the comments. Something like, "I welcome all blessings with gratitude," or "I am ready to shift my destiny." And if you want to continue this journey with us, uncovering real-life feng shui insights, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Let us build a community that lives with deeper understanding, alignment, and attracts more goodness into our lives, more and more each day.